My name is Brenda. Okay, so I can't hear you, so unless I turn on your microphone. So if you want to say something, either raise your hand or type in the chat box. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I just want to go through and make sure that I have everybody's first name correct. Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
And your first name is Kevin?
Yes.
Okay, great. Nice to meet you, Kevin.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very fine.
And your first name is Ariel?
Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you, Ariel.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm so fine.
And your first name is Aaron?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Aaron.
Yeah, glad to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Your first name is Jenny?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Jenny.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
And your first name is Hans?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Hans.
Me too.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
And your first name is Fred?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Fred.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
And your first name is Eric?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Eric.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And your first name is Esther?
Yes, my first name is Esther. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
And I don't have a first name for you. What is your first name?
Sally.
Sally? Hi, Sally. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And your first name is David?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, David.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Is your first name Tommy?
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you, Tommy.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
And your first name is Nikki?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Nikki.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
And your first name is Sayun?
Yes, Sayun.
Sayun? Nice to meet you, Sayun.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
And what is your first name? I don't have a first name for you.
My first name is Scott.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Scott.
Scott?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Scott. And hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
And is your first name Euben?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Euben.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to start with talking a little bit about the history of algebra. We're not going to spend a lot of time. We're just going to talk a little bit about it, and then we're going to look at some vocabulary words that you will need to understand in order to do well with the lessons. So I'm just going to open up a file here. Okay. Okay, so at any time, if you have a question, you can either just type it in the chat box or raise your hand. Okay. Just waiting for the file. There we go. Okay. Can everybody see Introduction to Algebra? Can anybody not see it? Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so if somebody was to ask you, what is algebra? What would you say? Right, it's math. What kind of math is it? Right, it's like mathematics. Big math, okay? Big math? Hard math? Right, it uses a lot of symbols, that's right. And letters, right. Okay. So algebra is a little different from math that you are probably used to because we are going to have letters involved. We're going to be adding and subtracting and dividing and multiplying letters, which are variables, which is just an unknown value. So the algebra actually has 3 different meanings. Okay. So there's 3 types of algebra: elementary algebra, modern algebra, and linear algebra. Algebra uses letters and symbols to represent values and their relations. Did you have a question, David? Oh, no, you just put it up by mistake?
Yes.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, and then algebra, modern algebra, studies relations and operations. Okay. Okay, so where did algebra come from? So we can actually trace the roots to the Babylonians, who developed this advanced mathematical system so they could do calculations and in an algorithmic fashion. They developed formulas, they developed algebra so that they could solve problems that we solve today using linear equations, quadratic equations. Quadratic equations is advanced algebra. We're not going to get into that right away. And at the same time, the Egyptians, the Greek, and the Chinese were also developing equations by using algebra. And the Greeks were the ones that actually created the framework, the basis for our algebra. Okay. The word algebra comes from the Arabic language. Okay. And a Greek mathematician, hero of Alexandria, and as well some Indian mathematicians continued the traditions of the Egypt and the Babylonian. So they were actually the first ones to complete an arithmetic solution that included zeros and negative solutions. And we will study that as well. Okay. Al-Khwarizmi introduced the methods of reduction and balancing, which means he subtracted terms from one side of the equation to the other, which we're going to talk about. Everything in algebra is based on equations, and it's based on a balance, keeping the left side of the equation equal to the right side. And we do this by whatever we do to the left, we have to do to the right. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at some vocabulary. I'm just opening up another file here. Oops, this is okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so algebra is mathematics that deals with the relationship among numbers. Who has studied algebra before? Has anyone studied algebra in school? Just in Korean, okay. So a few of you? Okay, so some, this will be new, and some you're just learning, okay? Who likes algebra? Okay, that's good. So you like math? Okay. 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 Okay, so addition. Can you, everybody type in an example of addition in the chat box? Okay, very good. So if we have something like 2 plus 4 equals 6. So we're doing addition. What is this sign called? Right, the addition sign. What's another word for addition? Plus, right? Plus. Anybody think of another word? So we have addition, plus. What's the short form for addition? Add, right. Right. Okay, very good. And when we add or do addition, what do we call the answer? Does anybody know what we call the answer? That's right. That's right, Kevin. It's called the sum. Okay, so the sum is the answer to an addition problem. Okay, subtraction. What does subtraction mean? What's another word for minus, right? Minus. Oops. Right, eliminate. Can anybody think of anything else? Subtract, right? Right, very good. Okay. And when we subtract two numbers, 5 minus 2 equals 3, does anybody know what we call the answer? Right, the difference. Right, it's called the difference. So when we add, the answer is the sum. When we subtract, the answer is the difference. Okay, very good. Okay, multiplication. What does it mean to multiply? Multiplication, what's another word for multiplication? Times, right? Multiply. And so if we have 3 times 4 equals 12, right? What do we call the answer? What's our answer? Yes, Kevin?
Product.
That's right, it's the product. Right, very good. Okay, so when we multiply, our answer is product. Okay. Okay, division. What's another word for division? Right, divide. Right, share. Right, so divide or share. Split, right? Okay. And what do we call the answer when we divide? Anybody know? This one's a little tricky. It's called the quotient. The quotient. So when we divide, our answer is quotient. Okay, so when we add, so addition, the answer is sum, subtraction, the answer is difference, that's right. When we multiply, right, the answer is product. And when we divide, the answer is quotient. Okay, very good. Okay, anybody have any questions about addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? Any of the words that we've talked about? Okay. Okay, variable. So a variable is a letter that represents one or more numbers. So in this equation, what is the variable? Right, the variable is x. That's right. 6 is the answer, and that's the value of the variable. Okay, so variable is just the letter that represents one or more numbers. Yes, Blue? Do you have a question? Blue. Hans, you have a question?
Yes, I put it on the chat box.
For a square root problem.
Yes, square and square roots. As there's sum to addition and difference to subtraction. Is there a sort of a word for an answer in a square and a square root problem?
Is there an answer for a square root problem? Well, square root means when you're looking for the square root of a number, you're looking for what number times itself gives you that value. So the square root of 25 would be 5. I'm not sure I'm not sure exactly what you're asking.
So what is the because you call the answer in addition and sum, so the
right
5 and the problem.
Okay, I know what you're asking now. Okay, I'm not sure. I'll have to check. I'm thinking it could be because you're looking for the square root of 25. So I'm thinking the answer would be the square root. 5 is the square root of 25. But I will check that for you. I'm not sure if they have a name or not for the number. Okay, thanks. Can it be -5? Yes, it can be plus or -5. That's right. Okay. So a term is a number or expression that are added in a sum. So in this equation, how many terms are there?